as this was the one prior to that. But we can get into that in a moment because right now, Liquid pacing.
Absolutely, yeah. Gonna try and find some timing immediately here. Spike going down before 125, actually.
Spike planted.
Yeah, cool. Actually, Jamppi's going to find one. I was going to say a clean 5v5 here in the post plant, but soulcas digging even deeper, finds two.
Massive work from soulcas. Gorgeous play, just kind of pressuring down towards CT, and the map feels so small. Everything covered off, and Liquid very much in control here. Speaking of control, NagZ not missing on that one. Twisten gonna go down. Last player spotted. soulcas made a bit of an attempt at it, but Sayf is there. Wonderful confidence. Round one here. My good Sayf is Jamppi. NagZ, everyone else we know they can hit those peaks. We get a good game out of soulcas. That'd be lovely. But this from Vitality is not a bad plan at all. Stack up middle, try and get a little aggressive, and they find one. That's NagZ gone.
I think actually, what, NagZ had the Spectre as well? Possibly Vitality don't retrieve the weapon. I think we're going to try and find some space towards A site here, but Vitality are way ahead of this. They're here to greet them once again.
Remember, Vitality and these sort of pistol rounds with the buy up, with the buy back in here. soulcas, he needs to be very careful in this one. That could have been quite comfortably found. So it looks like they're going to try and lean towards that B site, see if they can't get that plant. soulcas has to play bodyguard here, though. He's put himself into a fight position. Back to the wall. Players left, right, and he's dead. ceNder, huge shot. And now they're sweating, they're nervous. Jamppi and Redgar have their work cut out.
Twisten actually going to pick up that Vandal all the way back through here. Jamppi going to find one onto MOLSI. BONECOLD next up, but he finds a headshot here.
Anytime there's a sheriff with anyone on this team, I don't think Redgar can do anything. He can't. Vitality answer right back in with their own confidence builder.
Yeah, much pacier than Liquid's approach to the pistol round. There was going to be an SMG or maybe even a Guardian or something to throw in here, but fun's just not there. Try and get some utility online, though.
And when we were kind of talking about this game before coming into it, because this round, unless we start seeing Liquid really pop off a couple of kills, should go Vitality's way. We're kind of discussing that Vitality have to prove to us that they are worthy of playoff position, right? This is the whole concept here. They didn't get off of their own merit necessarily, maybe the mistakes of others, but they got here. So now we have to see how much can they do. Can they play to a playoff level team capability? So far, it's 1-1 too early, but where do you think we're going to start seeing that difference being made? Is it, you know, on this map alone, do you think it has to span the whole series now?
I think it needs to span across the series, but a confident start here definitely be a good indicator. BONECOLD actually thinking, yeah, NagZ was thinking the same thing on the other side of that wall. Redgar falls there and makes it a little difficult to try and recover this. ceNder still has a snake bite to try and buy some time here with the nano swarm as well, so lots of stall coming out from Vitality here. Liquid just not able to even make these sheriffs work.
Yeah, it could be a very last-minute pivot, maybe back towards B, depending on how they feel. It has, that enables BONECOLD to close the gap. Oh, follow-up as well, soulcas dealt with, not really being given much here. And yeah, all that stall is great. And Vitality keeping really composed, keeping a really clean round.
Into this. This is a very crucial round here, very early on in this half.
So they've gone for quite the proactive beginning towards the A site. You're going to at least post up the likes of ceNder as deep as you feel comfortable. BONECOLD was there to supplement at the start, but we look across the rest of the map. It's also being somewhat mirrored. This is a dangerous spot for Destrian. If he gets pinched on this, there's not much to fall back away to. Let's see if he's able to kind of play his life in this sort of position. Okay, gets away. Liquid just comfortably using utility early here. And Destrian, careful now.
A little brave. On the other side of things, though, ceNder going to find NagZ. Removes the lurk here from Liquid. Redgar actually has to retrieve that spike here, yeah. Curious to how deep ceNder's going to go exploring here, but he looks as if he's going to continue. And with his pressure towards C site, he's right to do so. No sentinel, so no real flank control here on the side of Liquid.
Yeah, the inevitable death is coming, but they still need to try and win the site, and they may not even do that.
ceNder's backstab.
He's got Jamppi. That's the first court. There he goes. Jamppi's now gone. That removes the huge ult from the pocket that they may have been able to utilize here. And now the site becomes once again so small. Vitality, stranglehold until then. Redgar only able to take a small breath as Vitality keeping 3 standing. That'll be 3 rifles and a massive performance out of them so far here.
Sure, and I was just talking about this being potentially a recipe for disaster. This is a massive lead to establish here.
And a little bit of a switch up here as well. Look at the change of things. We've got 3 players over towards A, maybe just looking for NagZ. Again, this guy is in a whole lot of danger, and he's dead again. NagZ is struggling on this. Yes, a lot of utility was put towards it. I think the Paranoia came down, the Prowler as well, so they put a lot to try and find him, but they've succeeded. And now they've got to go into a whole lot of setup here. You've got 2 players who can stall for hours, it feels like. Look at this. Redgar TP's in.
Oh, he's not.
He is so lucky to be standing, but only for a moment. Got a glimpse of the site, but they're so vulnerable on the way through. The spray gifted them 1, the second wasn't going to happen. ceNder's still there, and Twisten posts it. Liquid need to pump the brakes now.
Bar is set, and it's pretty low, I'll be honest.
And now we see them challenge behind this. Last time around, they were able to isolate NagZ. Now you can see the setup that's in motion here. That Prowler comes in. Good trade. soulcas going to do the damage, but BONECOLD obviously identifying there's a lot of pressure here. Needs to rescind, needs to fall away. BONECOLD got low in that regard.
Slowed a little bit with the tag there, but the paint shell couldn't really connect. Destrian will find Jamppi as well. That spike noted.
Yeah, they can start really applying the pressure on the rotations too. They can pull the bodies over, make it hard to work. Destrian seeming to keep cool under all of this strain. He's got BONECOLD there, and they're just playing aim training here. Vitality. Oh, Sayf. Come on then, show me what you got. 46 HP. Didn't. If that had gone around the corner, that could have been another. And now down so low. That's not going to be happening. No, MOLSI's there. Yes, a little bit of mayhem, a little bit of threat. Let's see if he's adjusted how he's approaching this. For now, it's a bit of a pacier approach, but Sayf gets denied straight away. Vitality, really great job so far. I can't credit them enough on this. I'm a little bit curious as to if this is Liquid not feeling very comfortable on this map still.
That's another untraded first blood as well. Liquid have to try and recover a 4v5 here. Look how deep they are, coming up to about 60 seconds left on the clock.
No progress.
Haven't dealt with the turret towards B. Haven't even got close to the Killjoy setup on C site either. To say that, MOLSI actually going to retract the alarm bot, so not anticipating Liquid drifting back in that direction.
Yeah, I think just soulcas just showing a little bit of utility then, trying to kind of imply presence with NagZ. At least it caused them to drift. But Twisten's found Redgar. This feels a little bit planless, a little bit without purpose. Is Jamppi going to try and take the side? Maybe by brute force is the way to do it. soulcas looked like he was on a heater today, and he's going to try and get even further aggressive here. Jamppi and Jamppi cams, we love to see it, but oh dear, this is not the round to be missing. It's now down to the 2v2. Finally, the first real chance for Liquid in a moment's time, but it's MOLSI and ceNder to hold the line. Here comes a pinch, and it's there. ceNder, perfect timing on towards NagZ, and Liquid making a meal of it.
And the foul line, I think, actually from Jamppi is perfectly timed there. soulcas picks up 2 kills, I believe. That push towards B.
It's now down to the 2v2. Finally, the first real chance for Liquid in a moment's time, but it's MOLSI and ceNder to hold the line. Here comes a pinch, and it's there. ceNder, perfect timing on towards NagZ, and Liquid making a meal of it.
And the foul line, I think, actually from Jamppi is perfectly timed there. soulcas picks up 2 kills, I believe. That push towards B. Well, the backside of B, sorry.
Too much subtlety about it, but a different look here. Not the same sort of scenes that we've been seeing in the last, what, 7, 6 rounds. A lot of intent behind this pressure on towards A.
Sayf does have the showstopper, but no satchels now after taking early rubble control. MOLSI does actually have the lockdown available here as well. Information gathered on the back of Destrian's TP as well.
But does it change anything?
I'm not sure how many he spotted actually. It obviously would have been shot, but...
ceNder, he's got to play his life a little in this, I feel. If he can kind of at least go 1-for-1, try and do some damage on the way down, hold some space for this, but you can see all that utility starting to be put towards him. BONECOLD gets the freest kill of his life. Redgar caught looking the other way. They're going to go for that B crunch, and you're absolutely right. How did they land that? They looked all blind. Sayf tries to pop the ult, tries to get closer to 1. Does he at least isolate a player here? Oh dear, Twisten denies. Massive work! Twisten coming alive here on the B site. You don't get past him, and Jamppi's screwed. What a round from Twisten.
I'll be honest.
Yep.
It was very different to the last game we saw them play on Lotus, obviously.
Probably that lack of Reyna that's holding them back.
Yeah,
you know? Yeah. Judges, Buckies and bits and pieces coming out. And again, NagZ is going down. NagZ has been bullied this game.
Yeah.
He has been targeted and he has been destroyed so many rounds here. Now, there is a plant in effect, but they still don't have much to hold on to this with. They need a couple of kills to go their way. Maybe a big bailout from soulcas could help, but that ult certainly not going to assist matters. That's lovely. Does he expect the follow-up? He does. Very diligent and a good tag. Yeah, making this one seem feasible. He needs the rest to do their job as well, though it can't just be down to him. He needs the others to hold the line. And now Redgar and Sayf, what can you do here? MOLSI all but 2 aware. And Destrian now the last one standing in the 1v1. Gets a little closer. A tap on the spike. This is so precarious. Gets it halfway. Does he find Sayf in time? Sayf plays it to a T. Liquid giving themselves a little bit.
Is ultimately go towards B site here, but pacey here and Sayf.
It's a brawl.
Yeah, we'll find the opener though.
Okay, Sayf good for that one, but it's Twisted on the other side and he's got his ult, so do be careful, do not stack up, because he will obliterate so many of them as he did on that B site not long ago.
They don't know he's here.
His timing on this could be everything. Twisted getting closer. Redgar gonna find one. It's messy on the first, but the second could be clinical. It is! Twisted doing great deals of damage there, taking down 2 and making this round almost possible. BONECOLD and ceNder. How much can you achieve here? Jamppi, Sayf, and Redgar. No spike down yet. They're still cautious. They're still worried about everything else and the timing on this. When does Jamppi check? How close can they get before they even look back one more time? And now they're creeping. The timing could be everything here. They're closing the gap. Redgar, a safe enough plant for this. Might get caught on the way back down by the jump spot. Sayf now knows what the game plan is, and they should all turn and they should all be facing this one. But BONECOLD get a little closer here. Has the utility. ceNder's going to get him a kill. Oh, BONECOLD needs a little more than this. Everything being poured into it now. Backs away while stunned up, trying to buy a couple of seconds to readjust. He knows the player. He gets the kill. He knows where Sayf is. And look at the HP. He's down to 5. Oh, he gambled it. He took a guess, and the guess was wrong. Sayf stays 3 though. This is still a lot of work to do, and Twisten this time not going to let Sayf have his same sort of fun as before, trying to get even closer.
Not getting a ton of damage, yeah.
Liquid being held at the door. They're not even getting a say into this round.
I mean, the story of this first half is literally first bloods. Liquid have never had a comfortable footing.
Yeah.
Other than the previous, where they get away with catching Destrian, but that's Vitality going a little overzealous in terms of early round aggression. A ton of utility invested here just to get them towards the orb. And even then, it's a 3v5. NagZ does have the Viper's Pit. Again, Showstopper on the other side as well, so don't really want to be putting that into C site. Lots of confined spaces here to find value from that ultimate. Again here in round 11, look at the funds. Might even want to try and save this, to be honest. There's 30 seconds left. Unless they find 2 kills, this is not feasible for Liquid.
No. They're going on it, and Redgar just took a load of damage. Swing, miss, Destrian there, and they're just feeding over the weapons. Mike.
Again, I think NagZ is going to be the one to...
Spam coming out, Twisten, going to see one at least closing in, so he has to respect this. Sayf's a little closer than he'd like, going to pop the ult and try and chase him down. Doesn't get what he needs either. Still standing, Twisten. He's going back in, and they have no idea either. They can't even hear it. Twisten has annihilated them, leaving them in tatters across the ground. This man is absolutely electric right now. The paint shell is at Jamppi's feet. This is unthinkable scenes from Twisten.
Give it to him.
The Coliseum demands it. Can he get it though, NagZ? Whatever you can do, now's the time to try and do it. Bloody hell, what a round. NagZ might get away with his life for now though. Another tag, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he's 26 HP. They're counter-pitting him. The thing is, NagZ's ult didn't actually cover to the spike, so...
And Twisten's gambled, and it looks like he's gambled correctly. Perfect work from Twisten. What a round.
What a half.
Strong upper hand here. This hopefully then leads to a competitive series, because you're right, actually. This first half wasn't all that competitive, but maybe the rest of the series will be, as it looks like, again, they're just herding them around the map. It looks like Liquid want to try and maybe reset the tone a little, but, I mean, ceNder's in the door.
And actually, gets the perfect timing on the poison orb here to slip through archers here. ceNder might even catch Jamppi on this rotation.
I don't know if he's... Yeah, I think he's just lost a little bit of that timing. Should be able to get a plant, though. and start kind of falling into the post-plant mentality. And he does at least get the angle initially, so he can kind of control this. And does he?
They're going to drop it. They're going to drop
they're going to
the
go for the nutmeg. Straight on through, Nats. Nothing to do but die in that. A little bit of bittersweet vengeance for those who fall into Nats doing similar
MOLSI
things.
can't
This
see
is
anything.
just, yeah, MOLSI is blind. He has been in a smoke all of his life. So they at least even it up by the time. Keep it in mind, it's on the side and no. You check the tree, right? Luckily though, Sayf is a monster, turns around, takes him down, removes ceNder. He gets back to business. Until then, oh, Destrian, come off it. No way, Jamppi. Whew, just about saving that round from going and becoming an absolute nightmare.
As Sar said, Destrian hits him with a drive-by.
Remember what happened in round 2 first half. That was a big turn of events that kind of seemed to stain the rest of the half. For now though, let's see what these sheriffs can do for vitality.
Well, 2 sheriffs, 2 ghosts, and actually a scope in the hands of ceNder, so definitely an opportunity here.
We're pretty close already.
Trying to isolate a player here. NagZ actually finds BONECOLD on the other side of the map. Again, with all this contact, this pressure, all these sound cues towards A, I don't think Liquid are going to rotate off this. Should have noted 2, potentially 3 players. Give this up for a retake once again.
So does the plant go down cleanly? More than likely, don't think much is going to change that outcome. Trying to play quick to the plant, though they do catch MOLSI. That's him now gone. Okay, 3 players to try and be a nuisance, be a problem, force Liquid to be uncomfortable. As it stands though, Destrian already stunned up, has to sit a little bit deeper. soulcas on the cleanup. This is nice from Liquid. This is much better. Destrian's still going to do some damage as a ceNder, but anything more than this is getting incredibly difficult. Defuse is gone.
What?
Come on, ceNder. Defuse still going to be sat though. He can't make any more difference, but what's an attempt?
A ton of damage done.
Early show of force towards A. Similar scenes on either side, but now MOLSI.
Might get caught here though. Jamppi's going to swing onto it.
Yeah, Jamppi. Oh, and he went back for more. I thought MOLSI would be happy just keeping his life, but apparently the greed got to him.
Beautiful little bait though. Redgar on the deeper position, just shouldering that angle. And Jamppi's playing close to be able to swing on it. We'll remove MOLSI here. That's playing very patiently towards C now. The Vitality are creeping in that direction. Again, actually the comparison to make, there's only really 1 site anchor in this composition for Liquid as well, and it's NagZ, so going to be tested fairly early on here, and a big gap between him and Redgar.
Hey, there was a reason his name got brought down to no access to site, so let's see what he can do with this one. He's had a brutal first half, keep in mind. Though. Yeah, he's lost the advantage early on, but the support system's coming quite well there. Hindered some of the progress from Vitality, so they can't springboard off the back of it. So they look towards B, the next port of call. Sayf, careful. Oh, to be cautious here. And they're doubling back, the double pump towards C.
Problem being though, Destrian doesn't necessarily have information here, and soulcas actually going to punish him. A massive combo though.
He just ate everything that was thrown towards the site. 10 seconds now, they've got to make their move, they've got to make it count, they need to get that spike down, and it's a brawl towards the connector, and now just 1 alive and Sayf. 7 HP, caught, found, and put down. ceNder, great round there. Well,
throughout this season, he's definitely been, okay. Was that on the jump peak?
It looks kind of like it.
NagZ is pushing close under that smoke, but he's only got a ghost. Stun comes through, NagZ swings on. Will be noted here, Destrian's going to relay this information.
That's quite underwhelming, but it's the other 3 who's got weapons.
Yeah, tried to set him in motion with the fault line, but again, it's a ghost. NagZ has got to go
bananas to
nuclear.
Make that work. Yeah, it's
find
like
those 2
just
kills.
Beaming people with the golden gun is the only thing that's going to happen. Sayf, light work on 1, aim training on the 2nd, fails, and now Twisten's got an opportunity. Jamppi and soulcas, the others try and hold this. Keep in mind, Jamppi's still on that B site, so it's really just down to soulcas, who doesn't have exactly the weaponry for this. And he's been predicted. Twisten all too aware of what you want to be doing. And the plant going to come in.
Planted.
Jamppi with so much work to do. So many players trying to disrupt, and I just don't see it happening here. This should be 11, Mike.
Jamppi probably wants to try and do a little chip damage here. I mean, MOLSI, ceNder, maybe Destrian in that equation as well. If you can force some repurchases, that would be beneficial, but it's going to be a 6-round deficit that Liquid need to claw their way back into here. Vitality is just not giving anything away at all.
Twisten flew on in. A 1-for-1 trade out in the end, but the round for Vitality...
With this deficit, though, I want to see a massive investment here because they won't break the finances of Vitality here with a round win. Another one behind this.
There.
Trying to get that timing just right to catch, but not going to be able to get too much damage off the back of it at all. Vitality starting to take that territory, but look at the reaction. They've brought 4 players to look this way. And there's the ult on the other side as well. Sends that, and it's going to be a 1-for-1 trade out. Hold on. If BONECOLD can keep tipping the scales his side, that'd be huge, but he can't. I'm looking at the lurk now as well from MOLSI, potentially to catch the timing. No, already
info,
filled.
We'll hear these steps, Lauren.
He should do, yeah, actually. Do they clear this as diligently as they'd like? He's heads up towards this MOLSI. Great shot on one. Oh, didn't expect the second. Redgar with a swift punish and maybe an opportunity, a chance. And it all falls down to the likes of NagZ. And this is how he's going to try and hold on to it. Let's see. Good for one. Holds him at the gate, at the door. He wants to spam this further. He wants more. He's going to get more. He gets the follow-up. But he can't expect a TP. Destrian gets under him. And now a 1v2 with 30 seconds remaining. Destrian, that's bold. Up towards the side, tap on the spike. Does he get the attention? Yes, he does. But did he see the other player?
No.
I don't know if Redgar showed enough. And Redgar's not been having a series. This could be Destrian's already down low. He wants the plant. He wants the time on his side, or at least to kind of make him feel like that's the case. 3rd time of asking. Now the plant's going down, and the 1v1, Omen v Omen, Destrian, the angle looking good, he's found him! A massive round for Vitality, and Destrian...
Oh, wait. Deep utility invested here to force Vitality back. There's 4 Guardians for Liquid. soulcas already down to 1 HP.
Have I told you about that 1 HP soulcas clutch, though, against Matt Point? It's crazy. Where'd you see it? Sayf's position has not been cleared. So maybe a chance. Yeah, good for 1. Needs a little more, gets a little more. Sayf with 2. Forced to fight and still wins. Still, the 1 HP curse continues to the next player. He's down to 1, but he made good on that position.
Oh, that's kind of just... MOLSI will find it. So 2v3 now. Have to try and recover this spike, though. I know it will at least land onto Jamppi, but Sayf can still spam onto this.
Not with that HP, he can't. And now it's down to 1. Well, do you remember this 1v1?
Remind me.
Left.
Does he get the
Redgar's
ult?
actually anticipating. Destrian going to get the AWP here for the TP. I mean, Redgar will be close enough to hear the plant here.
Wait. Okay.
It's another round. Destrian 1v1 once again with Redgar.
Yes. This time with a little more on the line. Redgar under-equipped, but maybe ready, and he is. Redgar, great work on the play back in. Going to keep Liquid alive for another go at things.
Well, yeah, keep him alive, but...
Barely.
1 standing. Redgar even tagged up here, so him being the last alive, no possibility of even throwing a weapon across. I think he's got to repurchase this armor, whether it be a light shield. I mean, actually, the utility is much better than I thought it was going to be coming into this.
Destrian. Yeah, looked very kind of one-dimensional in that. Surprised he tried to stick around. Redgar's got the punish. That could be big going forward. Destrian's been invaluable to Vitality, but they have to respect these ults. Force them away from the side, so the plant's looking very likely. That should be coming in pretty soon. BONECOLD. Careful now. Should be getting that plant.
Actually, I was going to say, if the paint shell comes through with the combo, and it absolutely does, BONECOLD will instantly fall. Viper's bit in response here, but the lockdown.
This is obscene. This is just messy. This is just shorties in the hand. And what do they see? Jamppi going to spot 1, but the trade out comes in from ceNder. Down to 2, ceNder and MOLSI. Trying to hold them back here. Team Liquid have a couple more seconds to respect. And what? Redgar, what's going on, man? That's not what you want to be seeing, and now ceNder and MOLSI get to take a couple more steps closer, trying to get themselves entrenched here. The angle fantastic, and not the 2v4 loss. This ain't how it's going to go down. NagZ still alive, still a blowout. You got to course correct now. If they get the pistol, great, and right now it's a 1-for-1 trade. Not ideal, and that's a nice little sheriff there, close to hand for MOLSI if he fancies. And it's just going to be brutal. NagZ on the crunch, though, joined in unison. And soulcas landing bangers. Liquid, much better.
Well, an extra rifle in, at least.
I get so nervous when I see BONECOLD, when I see MOLSI. Not going to find anything, that's fine. Sayf will be...
Yeah, there are 4 sheriffs here for Vitality, though.
Yes, and Sayf will be one that they are here, but now they need to be careful they don't lose their guard over the pressure coming towards showers, right? This little pinch coming in, they're aware of it. Flash sent. No one going to springboard instantly until then. BONECOLD merely just waits a moment and then strides on through, and Sayf, does he expect anyone to be this close? He's got to be really careful here. Vitality are so scary in these rounds. They want that plant. Paint shell. Not going to quite do as much as he wanted. I think a little bit of chip damage at most. Now they've got to break their way back in this post plant. Keep in mind it's sheriffs and they're being chipped away. Every little bit of damage does count. Big strike from Sayf there. Takes away ceNder. Now, Twisten, Destrian, MOLSI. Twisten should have been noted on the side here.
Smoked him.
Oh, and
Jamppi still clears it.
Beautiful intuition from him. Flash through, no one facing. Know they'll be playing on these corners or in these smokes. Trying to play as unison, play as one, and Liquid. Weather the storm this time.
And 4 standing as well. So actually, Jamppi should be able to retrieve a weapon. There was another weapon lying around, right? It's out here, yep. So we'll spot out presence at least. We stalled out here by the snake bite. Trailblazer actually no value on the back of that.
That flash was kind of turned close. They're still very cautious of someone being tucked into the corner, but the pace, yeah, they're actually committing behind this, which is quite surprising. Almost tunnel visioned a little here. There's still 2 players in towards hookah. That's not pretty, but eventually it will be Destrian to go down, and that's still controlling here. Comfortable. The pace gets held. Liquid holding on to this one. Composure staying key. And Twisten and ceNder not given any opportunities in this round, really.
ceNder finding nothing. Disconnected from this default as well, and Spike firmly in control of Liquid now. An undoable task here, you'd imagine, between Twisten and ceNder. Be noted with the flash as well.
Oh, they're actually walking this. I don't love that from Liquid. No, that, fortunately, Jamppi still actually got ceNder. I thought ceNder was going to be good for both of them there.
Yeah, they almost lined up.
Too. But
it's a 1v2, yeah.
Yeah, this is it. It's Twisten. The spike's already on the site. You just need to be able to plant it. But these positions, how does he navigate through these 2 very hard positions to clear without being vulnerable to the other? And he's going to have to make his way forward. Does he take that next step? Yes. Okay, he's made it down, but he's caught Redgar. All too aware. So he's just a little.
Developing early here for Liquid in terms of how they approach some of these rounds. BONECOLD not going to find a spam there.
But they now know. The sheriffs are back out, the marshal as well heard, so they should be cautious. And that's not cautious, that's horrible. Redgar, nasty shot, not pretty by any means. And that was very close as well. BONECOLD though, being backfilled towards his position though. And now he might be pinned to this. Can he slip away deep enough to keep his life? BONECOLD just being careful about this, but this has then caused a bit of a reaction on the other side. They know the pressure coming in through shower and they springboard in towards the side. They want the plant. Does the wall get put up? Do they have at least any sort of safety here? Oh, not anymore. Say goodbye. 2 big picks for NagZ. But now this is when they start running low on utility. Vitality shouldn't be able to find much more danger out of this round.
MOLSI actually does get pinged up by that. BONECOLD still holding and finds it.
They're made to, my word, the damage being done is actually making me so nervous. HP. The spike's away, they're going. MOLSI's off, he wants a plant from this, he's gonna get one. Yeah, BONECOLD may be able to do a little bit of damage, maybe cost them a couple of seconds, but even maybe retrieve a weapon. That could be huge.
That's the big thing, yeah, BONECOLD can actually slip in behind here and pick up a rifle.
He should have one pretty soon. Where's it gone? Okay, found one. Needs to get a move on though. Needs to get there and get there fast.
Yeah.
MOLSI's gone down. He did the best he could, but I don't think BONECOLD can even make it to this on time. He knows that as well. Defuse will be coming in. The TP would have been the only option. He's taken it and he's dead. Maybe almost unnecessary, but goes for it there in the end. Sayf gonna find him, and now will have his ult ready.
This early default outside fountain, Sayf found a load of space. Actually, the smoke comes through from Redgar. That's going to be post. Okay.
How? I think he's going to
love to. Yeah, you see Destrian. He was like, "I'm not dead, by the way."
Still standing, and losing Destrian would have been horrific, right? There go your smokes. There goes any of that real option.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure the flash comes through right from Jamppi to confirm presence here. It's a triple swing onto long.
I was hoping it'd be
not
middle.
a triddle.
Uh-oh. Hello. Twisten. He was ready for it as well. The flash to follow. They're going to get caught in the heels. Vitality gripping them back down to earth. And with the Seekers going the way they are, they should know the site is theirs for the taking.
And no chance of this happening. Look how far NagZ and soulcas are from this. Even here, I think as well. General whereabouts noted. They're stalling out the plant, but I was going to say, yeah, NagZ isn't even really making progress towards market. So, and this is another thing to consider as well. With two stacking towards showers, there's such a huge threat of alert coming up short. So on these B site hits, it's not even as if soulcas and NagZ really have that comfort to say, yeah, we can run straight from showers all the way through A site and through spawn. There's so many question marks by this 3-2 setup favoring B site. Even then, you don't really have a feasible TP crunch to come through towards hookah.
True.
And like I said, this is why I'm looking towards the awareness of potentially ceNder. He's been disconnected a couple of times from this early default from Vitality. If he can actually punish that, he's going to find soulcas here. soulcas is looking the other way.
I'm going to hide and seek here.
I thought he was actually at the bottom of these steps here, but tucked in.
A little bit closer. He'll love that. 4-1 Vitality. Couple of ults to invest into this round two.
This is exactly the setup I'm talking about. Difference being here, NagZ is over towards heaven, so at least there's some safety net behind lamps. I'm not sure if that was kind of an intentional adjustment here from Liquid. They don't want to explore towards showers.
Oh, Jamppi. Getting a little into this now. Deep paint shell comes in. It's Redgar to catch. BONECOLD found. Does he overextend here? Don't think he needs to. Liquid have it on lockdown. Sayf with back-to-back picks. The spike now left in a horrific position for Vitality to try and claim back. And ceNder has to drift back through, but finding no impact on what he wanted. The spam alone's going to get it. Sayf having around here, making up for that ult that went astray. And yeah, ceNder's, sadly, his presence feels very lackluster in this round now.
It's like the worst person to force forward there with the orbital strike. It's Redgar in a smoke with a judge.
Oh, they're hunting.
Yeah, they just spot him as well on the retreat.
Nice read from ceNder, but he's still got a firing squad on his tail. Oh, bye-bye. NagZ makes his appearance. And Liquid get a good grip on this now. Kind of wondering if there's going to be another timeout for Vitality soon, or if they just try and run through this as best they can. Because
well, they have switched up now, and you see they're actually addressing the showers. But like I said in the previous, I mean, NagZ was up towards heaven. soulcas had been playing towards back triple. Sayf commits to this TP.
Yeah, okay, bit of a messy one here, and Jamppi just goes head first into it. What are we
just face checking the TP.
It just seems ridiculous, doesn't it? And now they're starting to consider their options. They've caused rotations. They've pulled players out of place, and B looks so likely. How much stall does Redgar have here? They're going to invest in smoke towards hookah, but the paranoia very early. Yeah, kind of expected. I hate us sometimes. I was hoping it'd be a little bit later than that. They don't spot him though. Redgar still.
What? How is he still alive?
Someone kill Redgar! Someone kill Redgar! Thank you! It took a rocket to take him down, but
Redgar! Yep. That's what I was thinking.
6-1 though. I'm a little worried we're going to get two one-sided matches.
Yeah, I think...
On maps, not matches.
Already early on now, it's kind of detrimental to look at the early rounds for Vitality where there wasn't enough pressure shown towards 8. I mean, there's other arguments to be made as well. This double showers hold kind of nerfs the sage pick, to be honest with you. Oh, I say nerfs the sage pick. Twisten will find an opener here.
Something weird, don't worry. He'll do something weird. Just wait for it. You don't know what it is yet, but it will happen. And that's...
I've seen this in a replay.
ceNder had to sit a little close on that just to not be revealed. And actually now starting to feel too much pressure and too little action on B. NagZ pulls that trigger.
ceNder's in it.
Okay, he's
don't know
got
why.
it. Yeah, ceNder drifting into that, kind of put himself on a platter. And now NagZ needs to hold back. The army coming towards him. He almost got there too. Red's going to be invested. MOLSI does come out of the ult now, does try and get a little bit further ahead, but Jamppi going to backfill the space. Catches one, catches two, the cross, gets denied. Destrian goes down, and BONECOLD caught. Beautiful work from Liquid. And the buy. Nothing's going nicely for Vitality now. TP again, Redgar, go on. Just do it.
Give him that smoke.
Have a little TP down long. Like double day. Oh, Sayf's caught ceNder. All right, Sayf.
Well, that's just a blind spam.
Yeah, it must be, right? Like, there was no fight back, or it didn't sound like it, so they must have just got the timing right. I guess ceNder had been present there a couple of rounds, nothing massive given away, but they're so close to this. Redgar completely unawares.
Looking towards the hooker dropout.
Yeah, and now Jamppi's got to be careful to not get caught up. He has got support there. Sayf seemingly ever present on this. Makes his way over. Jamppi's gone down, Sayf on the back lines. Pops the ult, try and keep himself alive for a moment here. Spots out the player, that's an ambitious shot, it lands! And he takes one down as well on the site. This is ridiculous from Sayf. Oh, he wants him dead. Twisten barely breathing, down so low, and Sayf trying to match him step by step. 4 kills this round, it's gonna be 5. And Liquid keep...
Vitality's, you know, kind of plan Bs that you look towards in at least rounds, you know, 1 to 4, 1 to 5 in terms of fact finders. And Redgar's posted up very deep on this.
Just TP.
Should hear ceNder's poison orb get sent, actually.
There we go, he's ahead of it, but keep in mind Sayf was ahead of it last time around, so they might be a little aware of someone playing close to this. They are. Yeah, that message sent by Sayf has kind of dribbled into the next round, and soulcas having to pick up the slack towards Shower. Does well to be able to slip away from this too. Vitality will at least have access to the site here. No one's going to take that initial challenge, and they want to get that plant. Paint shot going to be posted. Nice, that first attempt to seize. A valuable asset committed. I'm not going to find value for.
Destrian will be, I was going to say noted off the boombot, but the Trailblazer too. Desperately trying to punish him here. The molly will stall a little bit. Wants that to come through. Twisten will actually find NagZ on the outside of this pit. Now actually a 3v4 for Liquid on the retake.
Yeah, this could be the second round for Vitality here. Jamppi, nice try. And soulcas. Again, this ult pretty much denying any access points towards that spike. And yeah.
Twisten's got a shorty, and he's desperate to use it. Okay. The moment Twisten turns his back.
Couple of chances.
Redgar's got a judge.
My ult's not ready.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh, God, they actually still get caught on the timing of this flash. Even putting the poison orb down to try and block that or deny that information.
Quite like the idea of it then. That was really nice. Jamppi could be pinned here.
He can't really flash out of this now.
Yeah, he needs help, but he's got Sayf on the site. Does Jamppi get to keep his life? Lives long enough to get out of the slow, so maybe there's still a go at this one. Does eventually get traded.
Oh, the timing!
God, that is unbelievable. MOLSI threading the needle, all going to come in towards the site, but they are being held at the door. They're taking the TP, they're out of there. Seeker's going to come through at the same time, pouring on towards the A site. The ult just to try and note the pacing, know how far ahead they are. Only going to spot, I think, one on the ult, but they should know what's up now. The plant should be on the way. Sayf is now here too. A little bit more presence, but the numbers favorable towards Vitality.
Oh,
the reveal was huge, giving away so many of those positions, denying that plant. A second attempt at it now, but look at NagZ closing in here. Twisten keeps him at bay, and now just down to soulcas, a 1v3. Show me what you're made of, soulcas. Already noted. Becomes less and less possible. 9 bullets, 8. He's looking for a player to make a mistake, and just right now, Vitality aren't. They want to dig their heels in.
Yeah, slowed this down perfectly. Giving soulcas even an opportunity.
Oh!
Was the first.
A couple more of those and we could have had something. Not to be. He knows it, and so do they. So they back away, and Vitality are going to get what they need. Maybe there's a buffer to be had here.
Like I said, 8-4, it would feel like a miracle, to be honest with you, to come out of this first half.
How do we feel about NagZ on the operator? Yeah?
Well, he's just eating the flash.
That's our man right there. Sacrificial lamb, Jamppi, sent to the slaughter, and NagZ goes, I got you. And oh dear, ceNder, you got to be careful on this one now. You feel like you know where that operator is, right? You've been noted on long. Weird, it's with NagZ, but whatever. But Sayf has his own as well. And this is all on NagZ to hold this entire site by himself.
I still have 2 snake bites to slow things down. And yes, operator left, over towards B long, but Twisten's dead, so not too concerned about that being passed across.
There.
How well can he anchor this by himself?
Well, I was going to say, if it wasn't MOLSI here with a showstopper,
yep.
See Sayf on the X-ray, actually preemptively making this rotation.
Oh, he's playing just ahead of this. Couple more seconds.
Poison's off.
And now the problems begin. Vitality at the door. They feel no pressure towards A. And here we go. Does he get to stop it? The trade came out. He actually managed to, well, set up soulcas at least for one, who's now sitting towards the back of the side. Needs a clean shot, doesn't get it. Messy in the end as BONECOLD takes over the side. Maybe that fourth is within reach. Sayf? Nah, not this one.
Sayf has the option between an operator and a Spectre, yeah. BONECOLD down to 5 HP here. Not found with that spam, but he actually commits to this position still.
Redgar TPs have been my favourite thing. Does he spot BONECOLD quick enough, though? BONECOLD just trying to be...
I mean, the smoke gives him a pocket, actually.
Yeah, a little bit of room to play with. And he's going to find one. Massive. 5 HP might be more than enough. The flash doesn't quite go far enough, but ceNder's there. They give themselves the smallest of buffers.
Nice and early. Nice and early. It's a very quick walk down.
Dear.
And Sayf has found both. Jamppi finds the third. A 2v5 so early on here for Vitality to try and recover.
They're left in tatters, aren't they?
Yep.
There's not much to this round.
Spike planted.
Okay, it's a little bit laboured, but he gets there. Finds Jamppi.
Doesn't take too much damage, yeah. It's 79 HP still for ceNder.
Twisten's got to be doing something mad.
He needed to win that.
NagZ ain't going to have it. He was kind of on that case so early on as well. ceNder's got, NagZ a little low.
Ooh.
Okay, give him a Sheriff.
Yeah.
Just give him probably the most dangerous round you'll face against Vitality. Sheriffs and Marshals. You can see Liquid being a little bit more careful as well. They are certainly on red alert. Don't want to give anything up here, sitting super deep.
Yeah, I mean, if this does go to the third, you don't want to see that repeat from Lotus. You want to see that addressed for the rest of the series. So I'm not surprised to see this. I mean, look at soulcas' position. That is the most respect he will pay towards a Sheriff.
The triple swing. Oh, that's really nice. That's much better. ceNder did find soulcas as well. That's the depressing part for him. Sat so deep. Did they note the player? Sayf, you're going to check this. You're going to check this, right? Yeah, he's going to check this. Great work from Sayf there. So diligent. The temptation, I'm sure, could have been just to keep going, but a little bit of backfill of space. BONECOLD. Are you doing the dance here? And Flash doesn't catch, but he's going to get the reveal. Spots the player, can't handle it. Sayf's got him.
Tough.
Yeah, not a bad attempt, but ceNder now the last one alive. He's got the Marshal, and he's on A.
30 seconds left.
I think NagZ looking towards policing that weapon, just making sure there's no upgrade possible whatsoever. Time will come through, and actually this will put Sayf just one away from the showstopper, which is a huge tool to bring into round 3. Well, ceNder can do any further damage.
Let's see. What is with ceNder today?
Well, ceNder's just nasty.
Probably wraps it.
Yeah, definitely, because, I mean, ceNder has decent ult progress, but everybody else a million miles away. Sayf actually looking to pop this nice and early. Actually a miss. Goes straight past the truck, but still finds ceNder.
Still good for it with the gun, so he's just fine. BONECOLD trying to make sure he can keep control of that plant. Quick little flash off the wall, looking for the follow-up. No one's there for it. Pause for thought for Liquid. They've still got decent weaponry to work with, not ideal. Mostly dependent on those Bulldogs and Redgar with a Bucky. But let's see if that plant comes in anytime soon. Big TP. Oh, Destrian's got his work cut out. How much has he got left in the tank here? One is not going to be enough, really. Almost had to over-deliver, overdo it. And now there's an upgrade as well found. Sight's looking like it's theirs until MOLSI and Twisten make it there in time. Perfect paint shell teed it up as well as Jamppi and NagZ in unison die together. Vitality digging into this one.
Find you.
Oh, Destrian.
That's early as well,
Yeah,
very early on.
Untradeable.
Was it through the smoke, actually?
It looks like there was that smoke on long and it was just a spam along the wall, basically. The Vitality fans have had a lot to cheer for recently, all right? They're a little tired. Give them a second. Liquid, however, plenty more to be cheered for. Ooh. Not in this round. ceNder gonna find soulcas one by one. They're just trying to creep forward and they're being caught in all of these ways. Now, maybe NagZ could be the one to break the repetition hit. That dog is not gonna help matters. A little bit of a swing. MOLSI ready for it? Yeah, this is very clean work from Vitality. Just doesn't feel like there's any connection towards what Liquid are trying to do here. Yeah, individual, no trades, no nothing. And it's a flat round from Liquid, really.
Redgar gonna have to try and hold on to this. I mean, Jamppi down to 350, but 3 other members of Liquid in a position to potentially find a light shield and a rifle at least. Destrian already has that orbital strike online. We're talking about ceNder being close, now has the pit, which on the defensive side opens up a lot of opportunities in terms of anchoring one of these sites. So Vitality actually in a really good position now. And like I said previously, another round will break the bank here for Liquid.
Yeah, I mean, if they get held on 10 for a couple more, I'm all ears to it, Vitality. I just think, well, I'm just going to hear those satchels going off. Yeah, looking like a little crunch was intended. Liquid
doesn't catch, though.
It didn't. So they get away with their life, and a preemptive pop of the off of any contact, really, just hearing that utility more than enough, noting the pressure building off the back, but they do have the spike towards the site. That could go down.
I mean, it's a tough plant, though, with this presence towards bench.
And with that thrown in to boot, yeah, not going to be happening. Destrian going to take down soulcas, ceNder going to catch Sayf, just trying to slip a little further away. And now NagZ feeling very alone here. His only teammate just got caught. Jamppi pinned down towards the showers. It's just NagZ in a 1v5. This is not gone as they'd intended, and BONECOLD, lovely little trade there, making sure it never got out of hand.
I think NagZ being the last one standing.
Could.
Because look at what they're sitting on.
Yeah, they've got funds to spare.
2, potentially 3 buy rounds to follow on from this from Vitality. I mean, Destrian being the most concerned down at 2K.
Oh, the awareness here. Sayf was watching this. He's very aware of this. And he's got the advantage on the angle. Twisten fortunately shoulders it, doesn't fully commit towards it, but Redgar overwhelmed. That was a 2v1 down towards long, and he just wasn't prepared for it. And they've actually fell back. They didn't overextend on that.
The timing now on both of these. Twisten to B-Cooker draws some attention, probably draws a second set of eyes towards that entrance. Redgar's just isolated. No opportunity for him to really retreat from that position next to Fountain.
I just want to see what the goal is now. It's feeling a little split there until now. Maybe NagZ making his way across, but Jamppi punished, trying to catch maybe a little bit of an information finder.
It's another just a round where there's just 1vx engagements taken from Liquid across the map.
They're going to go for the double pump back towards 8. NagZ taking the tour of the map, but there's so many bodies here. This is still hard for them to try and clear. ceNder's making it very apparent that his presence is here, but there's more to it. Another TP taken. They're trying to just dwindle down the number, yeah. And Twisten's angle should be very good for this. Going to be punishing this cross. ceNder's going to catch the one in the heels. That's now gone down. Twisten, he can just catch this cross, and the support is there. Destrian does well in this to make it back. You know, so we put that into a certain pocket, but at this point, I do want to see Liquid just tighten this up now. Maybe not into this round necessarily. Come up with a concept, try and execute it, see if they can get a punish or a chance out of something here. I love this little battle between Twisten and Sayf, though. It's like, do I do it again? Oh, he's here. He's knocked on my bloody door. Someone's doing ding-dong dash out here. Oh, hello.
Problem being it's only Sayf on the other side of this, so, well, actually, no.
Now they're joining behind him. Yeah, there's a little bit more here. So Twisten, I mean, Sayf's not bringing a fair fight to this. This was all fun and games until he brought like 3 other people over. But we'll see if he follows up with this. They had to break that wall, had to deal with it at some point. Jamppi can help him out with this. Twisten will still outgun them, but there is that 3-man play up long.
Just on the other side of the map, though, very early on, Vitality have explored behind NagZ's utility on short. So they know there's no lurk here.
He had to run real quick from that, and you're absolutely right. They know the kind of game plan in this regard. Twisten, how is he still standing? Finally goes down. NagZ is going to catch him on that one. It's going to be Destrian to go down next. Liquid, hold on. They're making something out of nothing until MOLSI digs his own heels in. Says no, this ain't gonna be so easy this time. Trying to swing off the Seeker, didn't happen. And now it's NagZ in the ult and BONECOLD creeping ever closer. Goodbye and good night. Vitality are back in this game. A valiant attempt from Liquid there. So now maybe they've got the right method. Maybe now they've figured it out. They've got the right anecdote. They know what they're doing. I'm still a little nervous though.
ceNder.
Nice try.
Got a body block. Lothar smiling somewhere.
Why do you make it sound like he's dead? He's just not here this week. Smiling from up above.
I didn't say smiling down on us.
Oh, Twisten, operator time, man. The battle's won for him this round. He had enough of the playing games with Sayf. He didn't like that back and forth anymore. ceNder, please be careful. He's getting a little bit ahead of himself. Ooh, BONECOLD might have gotten away with that. But Jamppi, he's a sharp player, and he wins it. Still not, he's not going to be lazy about clearing through, but there's still 2 players here. Vitality seem to have the numbers in the right place constantly.
Problem being MOLSI's got a showstopper as well, so an ability to deny this plant even going down. Liquid need the kills. ceNder's still got a snake bite to play with as well, so could even slow things down with the paint shell.
Okay, all gonna go in, force them back. It should note the 1. And they take the TP on this. It's Twisten.
Yeah, he's waiting. The operator, he's waiting for this.
And what do they have to get out of there? The TP, sure. But beyond that, the others, how are you going to try and make it out? Oh, he's played ahead. Twisten, he's trying to ignore that right side. Sit safe for one angle.
Just gives it up.
The timing on this could be obscene. Redgar's found his teammate and Jamppi carried on forward. Punishing ceNder.
10 seconds left.
Destrian now, last one alive. And not for long. Liquid, lovely. Much better. Oh. Okay. Back to the battle. 1v1. I don't think Twisten's really fancying it too much this time. He's got that res as well, so you don't want to be going down too early here.
I think the adjustment of what we've seen as well is, look at now, it's a contrast. There's very little commitment to some of these early angles, which from Liquid's side of things was definitely something Vitality were running away with in that streak of rounds. Now this pressure's coming much later on, towards the 60-second mark on the clock. At least they have some information to really act upon.
Try to keep him on that B side as long as they could, but we can see it here. NagZ is creeping towards that A side and a double stack on the other side.
NagZ is being denied space once again.
Yeah, and it's going to be the likes of MOLSI, actually, to find any sort of favourable outcome. ceNder's been caught. Uh-oh, scatter and run. The counter gets sent as well. MOLSI got soulcas. NagZ did trade it, but then Twisten on the backfill catches the cross. That spike down. Oh, comes in, buy some time. How did that not catch? What is wrong with Sayf's rockets today? And now into the 3v3. This is so close on the edge of the smoke. BONECOLD. He wins the fight. Jamppi goes down, and now favourable numbers to Vitality. What does NagZ and Sayf do in this? How can they buy the time? NagZ all alone, surrounded and put to bed. Vitality gonna make it up to double digits here. Such resilience in this half. Now we've got a game on our hands.
That is beautifully handled by Vitality. Yeah. Even there,
Game on now, 11-10. Liquid being forced to their limits, and financially they're starting to struggle a bit here too. Again, NagZ on that Guardian. Starting to see them having to try and make the best of a bad situation. A different look here this time, though. No similar battle, right? We've been having that Twisten Sayf little fight towards hookah, and not the case here.
no ultimates available from Vitality now. ceNder the closest at 4 away. Same thing for Liquid. Do have the TP from Redgar, but
Feels like ceNder's just on NagZ's duty. Make sure he doesn't sneak on up.
I mean, this has constantly been a discussion, obviously, with how quickly people caught on to how NagZ plays, but credit to Vitality in a number of times, especially ahead of some of these B-site hits where they explore behind his utility. They deny that space, the awareness is there.
Well, they could have I was wondering if they're going to go for the pinch on contact, maybe.
Sayf's tried to fake the steps away, but they're going to hear it fairly early on with the Trailblazer anyway.
They're posted up on this too. They're committed towards this position, and the TP taken late. It's perfect.
The pinch is beautiful.
This is stunning from Vitality. Coming alive in this second half after being bullied in the first.
Again, it's another one that in terms of timings, Vitality are absolutely on the money.
10 seconds left.
Redgar and soulcas forced now to cling to these rifles because NagZ down at 200, Sayf at 1200. Vitality are sitting on 2, potentially 3 purchases behind this, and it'll be flawless, by the way. So everybody with a huge advantage. Talking about they needed a set piece here, and that looks like that will be the intention, at least early on. Seeker's obtained by Jamppi as well. TP committed by Redgar.
Okay, they're going to note the player in heaven. That's not the end of the world, really. It doesn't give you too much. That paint shell could be very nice, though.
Big shift in tempo.
Willing to take fights here, and they've taken the space so quickly. Twisten on the back line, does get his first fight. He loses it. Redgar good for that one. Seeker's going to go down, but no one really going to find much off the back of it. No chance to close in towards anyone, but it's buying good time here. Sayf's got to be careful, but that shorty should keep him somewhat safe.
4v5 for Vitality on the way back through. Sayf noted here, but he will retreat a little bit.
But I like that he's trying to play this time, because no one wants to force pushing in towards him with a shorty, so he can take a second or two to have a little look towards the site. But soulcas tagged up here. They do need to check on that spike. They do need to take a little bit of a look towards this one. Overwhelmed. Destrian's got him down. Hold on. Time, though, starting to dwindle. No more damage to be done. Liquid holding on to these weapons as best they can. 3 still standing. They need to get out of there and kill her. And hold on, speaking of, Twisten's going walkabouts. He's pushed up with the operator, but the shot goes astray and Sayf succeeded. So now he's in so much danger. Has to try and back away. He can't get away with his life. And Liquid's still alive, taking him down, giving themselves a chance. This late map adjustment might be the lifeline they were looking for. BONECOLD falls, and it's all on Destrian. Crushing the hopes of fight through. Sayf against Twisten. 2 superstars in their own right throughout these last couple of weeks. I have to say it as well. There's something to be said about BONECOLD calling on this map too, historically. Good for him. Redgar certainly no slouch either.
That's going to get behind the split toward that. Very quick, actually. Sayf isolates MOLSI. Swings through the smoke, not going to come to anything. soulcas cleans that up. BONECOLD actually gets tagged by the drone as well.
He should be dead here. He's trying to avoid any sort of players being able to close him down in that little bit of timing, but that flash, just perfect. Really good synergy between soulcas and Sayf within this so far. There's ceNder and Destrian to try and do any sort of damage on the way back in. Sayf's not allowing it. He wants those knives out early. Team Liquid.
Camera denied off the rip here, actually. So we'll take some control away or information away from NagZ over towards Tiles, and rightfully so. He's got to respect that now.
You can see the knock-on effect, can't you? Because Twisten's already back.
I was going to say, yeah, Twisten looking to actually capitalize on that. Does have MOLSI in tandem here as well.
Love seeing that he's not alone in this, but how long do they hold it? They could maybe even punish the cross back over if they're willing to commit. I guess they haven't felt too much stress towards A, unless you're going to start seeing maybe Jamppi try and sell something to pull that across, but look at this play. Look at Twisten. And it's going to be so much to deal with, though. NagZ very aware of the possibility after the breaking of that cam that someone might fill that void, and they did. But the weapon's just too good. Liquid now can probably stride towards the site. 1 smoke towards CT, and B looks like it's on a platter.
Peculiar as well, because you can see on the minimap, ceNder actually has a full setup towards lane here. It's Destrian left to find. 30 HP, not long for this world, to be honest with you. Back-to-back flawless rounds. Boy, with some of these purchases, he's bringing a Bucky in again here. I mean, you found a pick last time with it, so
yeah, don't you?
What do I know?
Yeah,
Redgar things.
Exactly. Sayf gets to slip up cat as well. Yes, MOLSI's turned his attention his way. There could be a pinch in towards middle maybe if Twisten gets the timing right, but for now MOLSI's just going to sit on a deeper angle and Sayf. The timing gets just favourable towards his side, and the overwhelm. Liquid brimming with confidence. Beautiful work, and really, Vitality have no say in the matter.
Yeah, 3v5 now for Vitality. Lots of bodies invested towards site as well. They even have anything feasible to work off here on the way back through. The tag actually 1 HP for ceNder.
This round is wraps. Get out of there if you can. Twisten takes one with him. Destrian, yeah, a little follow-up, but it doesn't matter. Liquid large and in charge. They got it all going. Oh, dearie me. ceNder, 1 HP. Trying to cower in the corner, and Jamppi wants him dead. Good luck, ceNder. How long can you survive? Can you make it out?
Stiff breeze will blow him over, that's for sure. But now this one going to slow things down. And they're here so early, though, is the problem.
Yep. He's just going to hold his breath, and it's not going to be enough. Nice flash, forces the first off. Redgar, the angle wasn't good to him there.
Counter flash is perfect.
Yeah, really nice. Trying to stick around as long as they can. They have drawn first blood here. They've taken away Redgar, so that does remove some of that capability of comfortably getting towards some of those sites. Do they just brute force it? End of the dash does dissipate. Flash through the smoke, not good enough, but the pressure from Cat was. Twisten goes down, and Sayf for the follow-up. One by one, they're just slicing through them. Until then, MOLSI lands back-to-back bangers. Needs a third, ain't gonna get it. And now just Destrian, and he's not got a hope in hell. NagZ having a round.
A little bit from Jamppi. Much pacier approach here. Already forced the adjustment of the Killjoy as well.
Yeah, they're going straight off this. The counter paranoia going to slow things down. The TP taken though. He's not alone here. But on the back of the side is ceNder. How much more can one man do? He does a great deal. He should be dead. Now he is. He goes down, but the support system was there. It just got there in time, but they just take their foot off the gas for a moment. Allow for that plant to come in. They need to get themselves ready for this retake. High flash prepared. Ozzy going to send that in. Can they swing in time? That ult, though, sitting with Jamppi does become such a predicament to try and get around. If soulcas and Sayf can buy time, that becomes almost paramount. Flash goes in, trade comes out. Jamppi's going to find MOLSI. Jamppi's gone down, though, and Twisten gets to keep his life.
Jamppi just desperately trying to bail out his teammates there, but maybe sure if ever the plan is to rely on that Hunter's Fury with how that's played out from Liquid CYSU on the side of Vitality. The timings haven't been perfect with his flash into A main, by the way. Couple of times now.
NagZ is
They know exactly where he's going to be holding.
Yeah, and the predictability is something I do want to talk about with NagZ. How many times does he get red or punished? That'll be something we come back to later on. For now, Liquid have the site. So the A site completely waving the banner, should be able to get the plant down. BONECOLD catching soulcas on the cross.
Yeah, and that res is going to be very difficult with the door broken so early on. Jamppi might find the time in here. ceNder was ready for it, but...
Here we go, this is where it gets messy. 3 still standing, Hunter's Fury going to come in. We're going to see all these trades coming down. Jamppi unable to find too much with that, though. TP taken. Has a little bit of a glance. Sayf, though. Oh, I thought he might have had the adjustment on that. Not to be. Now down to the 2v2 here. Jamppi happy to be the one to be first man forward, try and take all that attention play in. Redgar take him off the spike. MOLSI, hand force, has to fight in Liquid once again. The only switch up being really going B on your anti-eco, right? Like that's kind of it. Destrian.
So he's playing with fire there.
Yep.
Standing ahead.
And they've cleared through A main. I mean, yeah, they could be sitting deep, but this is highly indicative. I'm surprised they haven't tried to pull over that third player, but maybe still aware that there could be presence middle, but Redgar waiting. Catches Twisten. It's a problem, because now they get a little worried. They bring back that third player again. Redgar is now determining the outcome of this round from so far away.
Just going to swap out for NagZ. Just to try and get the ultimate. Oh, what?
Come on, NagZ. You're not meant to do that to him, and now they've got all the information they need, and it is clinical, it's concise. That B site is theirs. Everything working their way until then. The only blood drawn is MOLSI finding NagZ in middle.
And he should have already been dead, to be honest with you. MOLSI will get a rifle, but a 1v4. And a lot of ground to make up as well. Jamppi already taken away some of that ground. And we'll find the kill. This is clinical from Liquid.
I'm waiting to see if they come up with how they handle it. Destrian's first true test here. Spam, not much for it.
Well, looks as if he might have found a little bit there, but it's just chip damage. Sayf and Jamppi, that's 85 and 79 HP, but orb retrieved.
Oh, does Twisten get punished? No, surely not.
He's playing way ahead of this alarm bot. And Liquid have done a great job at mitigating Twisten's presence in these rounds by avoiding mid.
Well, they're playing really deep up on towards Cat. That paranoia was massive as well. Huge stall, big punish on the core of the rotation as well. That was gorgeous. Understanding all those audio cues. And Redgar's still forging a path though, hold on. You wouldn't lose a 2v5.
Redgar's playing ahead of the door as well.
Is he good for a kill here though?
Gamble's wrong.
It felt like a shot in the dark and it was. So it's just Jamppi, 1v4. Tough position to play out from here. One late split through heaven, stunning shot on the first. Still has a shock dart to play with, spots another, gets another! Oh, ceNder, keeping them safe in that because you could feel him heating up there, Jamppi.
See on the reaction as well, he wanted that. He made it doable. Stack back up towards short. Oh no.
The counter.
Oh no.
The counter. Jamppi can't get the clutch, so he'll get that kill instead. Feels just as foul. ceNder panicking. He's worried. He's got pressure coming his way. He does have the lockdown. If he tries to invest it, they will swarm him.
Yeah.
He just has to stand and try and fight, and he's done well on the first. The spam, though, makes it so difficult to go forward. The timing great on the paranoia. He's done wonders. NagZ still connecting, though. So making this into a 2v2.
Last player standing.
Make it a 1v2.
Spike down
The spike is
B.
down deep.
You can retrieve the orb here, so no way he runs across to A and gets the orb and TPs, right?
Well, he's going somewhere.
Redgar's playing a different game today.
Redgar.
He's...
When do you think the penny drops for them as well?
I don't say it often,
Yeah.
but let him cook. I've seen him win these. He's going to get the
MOLSI's
orb.
heard it.
MOLSI's heard it.
It's like, it's happening, but MOLSI's here
Wait,
so
is he
early.
like double faking this?
30 seconds
my-
left.
He's going to go back towards B.
Where does he he still has to TP to at least try and sell us this, right? Okay, but the problem is that MOLSI can clear.
Yeah, MOLSI can clear A. But he finds
But there's
himself a
time.
1v1 with
Yeah,
BONECOLD.
He's given himself at least a fight. It's 10 seconds though. He has to go and he has to clear BONECOLD within a second. I don't think he can do this one. Nah, absolutely not. A great attempt. Redgar is trying.
Who let this man go?
Oh, that's so good. 3-6 now. Vitality getting a couple of rounds, right? The game doesn't feel so wonky and one-sided. But have they truly worked out this B-take? Have they worked out a hold back Liquid as well? So many more questions. It certainly hasn't stabilized yet. Now, last time Twisten got all of these audio cues from kind of filtering through towards us, playing close, relaying that perfectly. Now he's going to hear nothing behind this.
The crazy thing is, Liquid relying on the conditioning here of making Vitality believe they're leaning back towards this A split, but the drone going to spot out a key member in the form of Sayf.
Damage? Not so much. And away we go. There's that lockdown, though. This time a little bit more. Oh, a couple more seconds to work with. Hunter's Fury going to counter it. That's going to remove it. They can carry on the path. And ceNder just got obliterated.
Lockdown removed, and actually soulcas finds that kill as well.
Okay, Sayf, Jamppi. Oh, they're in so much danger. Yeah, Vitality. But they've had the answers.
Yeah, and actually the funds have dwindled for Liquid. Went to this, NagZ on a Guardian.
Yeah, see if that's going to come back and actually prove to be a problem. We'll set up over towards A though as well. Ready to receive, and again, I'm looking to see where Twisten is in these rounds. This time around, over towards short, playing towards tree. Destrian then having to shuffle over and make sure he keeps track of NagZ. It's kind of just hinging on find NagZ, make sure he doesn't get any value, and the rest we can probably handle as they try and flood the site.
Look at this as well, though. ceNder actually has the nano swarms towards the choke point on A. Twisten, first time we really see him not play towards mid. He's actually the third member committed towards A site here. And Liquid look as if they want to plant the seed towards B. With this drone, something to deal with the turret as well. It hasn't pulled the rotation. Vitality have the right read here.
Yes. Oh, this is actually huge.
These nano swarms won't be denied either.
Nope. This is massive. This counter is horrific as well, because Liquid are really hoping to dissuade them, but seemingly still getting the kills on this. And now just down to Twisten, who's just gone wild. No way. Oh, Twisten! Unthinkable. Okay, but surely they don't just keep going on this A piece. It looks like they still want to try this out.
Another adjustment from the mollies as well of ceNder. Now to prevent that split coming through. They could just want to throw themselves on towards A site here.
But this time Sayf got denied on the way in, so they're not making it past that kind of middle point. They can't even make it past the opening gates. BONECOLD still standing. Yeah, soulcas goes forward, sure, but he can catch them on the cross. There's still damage being done, and it's down to 2. soulcas and Jamppi. The spike is not planted. They don't have a lot of safety here. There's a lot of very awkward angles to be worried about.
They're split as well. I mean,
what can they get?
You don't want to be the person to retrieve that spike.
Nope.
Maybe waiting for Yampi's dart to come back. Because there's no utility for soulcas here. There's no flash to play off towards heaven. Knife will at least reveal Twisten's position. But again,
nothing.
What?
Well, that's a joke one right there.
30 seconds left.
Well, Jamppi couldn't make it across. You said it. Anyone going towards that spike is probably going to their death. This is going to need heroics from soulcas. And no one's giving him anything. A jump peek is all he's going to get. A shoulder is all he sees. Yes, he gets the spike, but to what end here? A tap on it, and the swing comes in. Vitality back in the matchup again. Well, here we go, folks. 6-6, tied all even. Could not be closer. Vitality started to work out what was working for Liquid and threw it in their face. Now it's their turn, though. And look at this proactive start from Liquid here.
A very deep position here. Chip damage done, but Redgar will actually find BONECOLD. So no smokes available for this hit other than potentially Twisten. Actually, the backstab here. Jamppi's going to find ceNder on a deep lurk in mid.
Where the hell do they go now? NagZ, unnoted, still going to do some serious damage, but he can't get the kill. So that's created a chance, but the damage was done, right? Twisten's down to 20. This starts getting so difficult. Yeah, Sayf going to catch him on the cross as well. And just relay that information to Jamppi. The right click, good though. Destrian's there, and MOLSI gets the double. Hold on. How are we now down to just soulcas in a 1v2? Still got the knife, but no flash. He's going to try and close the gap.
Did he still spot him there? How close he was? At least will be heard. Doesn't get tagged though.
To break.
Yeah.
These positions, unless he catches them backpedaling like this, maybe. Ooh, can he get a 1v1 from it? Chip damage on MOLSI, going to get a little closer here. soulcas eats the flash, has to fall back, and now the timing's starting to work against him here. Destrian makes it to the back of the site, and soulcas is struggling. Vitality finally picking up a pistol.
Because I thought it was the 2 players close to market.
Yeah. Pacey. They're not wasting any seconds here. If Liquid keep pushing those extremities, sure, we'll take middle.
ceNder was holding that one between his front teeth.
Oh, okay, Redgar with one this time. And now this is a little bit of a reminder, isn't it? It's a little put you on notice, Vitality. You've done it to us a couple of times. We'll get you back for this, but that's going to keep himself safe. Just.
I'm not sure where NagZ was looking there, but was shift walking back in towards market. BONECOLD's paranoia burnt very early on here. Twisten, a rare whiff from him. And Redgar making this Sheriff work.
Yeah, Redgar looking absolutely on the money with it. They are going to get past soulcas, though, to the side. Certainly not looking safe. Sayf, though, going to find BONECOLD. And now the last 2. What can you do with that? Oh, the reveal, not quite enough with the Sheriff. Destrian and ceNder trying to navigate such a dangerous area. Destrian trying to slip away, but you've got to be careful now. 40 HP ain't much. And look who's closing in. NagZ, 24 HP, creeping around the back. He's going to be desperate to try and find this.
He's got to make a move,
ceNder's got one. He's got to get there fast, and Destrian turns it. Maybe reading the timing, reading the lack of presence. And Jamppi.
4 seconds on the dart.
He's got to get closer, though.
Wait.
Just going to get it to half.
Nope.
Okay, Jamppi, okay. What was Destrian up to there? Panic. The spike not where it should be for him. Made to be hard work, and Jamppi MOLSI going to be holding on to this. The rest, obviously, of Liquid on rifles. Can Vitality summon some strength here?
Here.
Just here, very early here towards short. No resistance on the way in here. Redgar actually posts the paranoia the right direction here. soulcas might even find some time, and with the flash comes through. soulcas and Redgar are going to find him. Safe to find one as well. ceNder will find a response. Unfortunately, Jamppi there to seal the deal.
On this one. Paranoia. So on one side, yeah, they knew what Liquid were trying to do as well. Very aware of this, but Destrian very quick to get to task.
The dart's
He's rewarded
huge
for it as well. Jamppi falls, Sayf under so much scrutiny, overwhelmed, but NagZ saving the day. 2 massive picks there, denying any chance of vitality in this one, and NagZ is having a round.
Just Twisten left now on a 1v4. Sayf tagged up, NagZ down to 77, but a tall order.
Headshot.
We'll find the first, actually. NagZ must have found timing on a peak there, but Twisten going to slip away. He'll look to give this one up, or okay, maybe not. Goes back in. Redgar will find him. By the way, somewhere in the mix.
Get out of my way.
Retrieve here will actually get the Blade Storm here in this round. Try and make something of this light purchase. Sheriffs and a Stinger available for Vitality. The ping actually comes through onto Jamppi. Unable to find that spam, but Twisten looks as if he wants to try and capitalize. Jamppi does get out.
How much danger can one man cause? Twisten with those knives. Look who's watching middle as well. Second he feels anything coming his way, ceNder's probably dead, but let's see. Twisten, show me what you got. In towards sight. Gets in for now. Nothing to deny him. Checks towards the door. Safe access point. Needs to go towards the next though. Clear anything else. No one nearby. They're sitting deep. They're respecting this enough. The plant's gone in.
ceNder's playing very late on this as well. Liquid trying to re-clear mid.
Oh.
Actually, the fragment posted.
Oh. The
The
read
awareness
on
is
that.
there.
They knew it so well.
Making ceNder look like NagZ in the first half.
Yeah. Liquid really understanding what they had to do, but Twisten's still going to catch NagZ here. Can he close in any quicker, though? BONECOLD still has to hold back the flood from up on top. Waterfall down they go. BONECOLD with a shot lands it. Jamppi gone down. Redgar on the trade. Needs more, doesn't get more. Twisten's still alive and still firing on all cylinders. They have to deny the defuse. They've done just that. Got into halfway. Vitality! Digging deep.
Still actually have the lockdown and no command as well. So in terms of the attacking half, 2 pivotal ultimates in terms of a sight hit. It just so happens they're leaning towards NagZ's side. And a little confused by the purchase here. NagZ is down on a Spectre, only had 1 trip. It looks like everybody else is forced. But he's got the full shield and the Spectre, and he's got 1,500 left.
Take flight.
Does the operator get any say in this round? Maybe a little bit of a challenge for him. Looking at that mid creep, it is going to be on NagZ. And this is now where it gets terrifying, right? He's got a little cubby to play in, and that's about it. He is in a whole lot of trouble. NagZ, can he go undiscovered? The ultimate hidey hole.
Well, the smoke's going to help as well.
And does he get the timing to backfill this? Would he dare do it? Does he get the read right? We're looking for it. Jamppi's going to find Destrian. And actually, NagZ has been caught. ceNder's got him. The site is theirs. The plant should be coming in. But the lockdown as well to add to injury. This makes it very difficult now coming back forward.
The fragment's used as well. So they have to retreat away from this. And honestly, consider the save. Yeah, this is the thing where actually with that purchase, Jamppi's not going to be able to rebuy. I mean, 650 for soulcas, 900 for Sayf. I think they're going to be able to get rifles across the board here. Nats should be able to buy at least. And whether or not even that purchase there is just solely focused around the fact that there's an old command, you're not necessarily going to find the value of utility, and he wants to get, you know, a little ratty spot to play within a cage and then backstab lane. Or if this is just completely off kilter here, not necessarily made a difference, because
this game might be destined to get closer again. soulcas up to something in the middle. This is quite brave and maybe a little too dangerous, trying to take the game to them, maybe tee up Sayf for something, but it ain't worked at all. If anything, Vitality welcoming that sort of pressure here. No success found in middle for them.
find ceNder and Twisten at least, and actually you see the ping coming out actually towards these trips set up towards lane. Yeah, one well-placed shot though, actually should deal with both, but I think only gets the one.
Any chance to build off it? Not really. Twisten obviously going to navigate around it, force them away from market even just a little bit. The cross should be had. Spam coming in. That's deciding time to back away from that, and I think they all are.
Yeah. Want to hold on to this operator in the hands of Sayf. In 1500, no Blade Storm. Have a chance to get another one back on, or back in his hands, sorry.
At least if they can all stay alive on this and get away with 3 rifles, that's not the end of the world for Liquid, but...
Well, the concern being is Vitality now find their 10th.
Yes.
We were talking about Liquid potentially finding theirs not so long ago, and they have a massive cushion. Yes, those ultimates now have dried up a little bit, still have BONECOLD's TP. But we've had back-to-back now Liquid save rounds. And even here, they're not going to be able to establish much with 3 weapons saved across. Uh-oh, Jamppi.
This could be Jamppi dead. Yeah, okay, that's now just down
He can still buy
to
it.
success for Liquid. Sayf, what do you do with this now? What's your plan here? Doesn't want to stick around. Does he go back for this? He does! A mistake made and a prize found for BONECOLD. Ready for that. Ready to see if they can bring Sayf into this round, maybe post him up somewhere, find impact, and it's not to be at all.
It's just so risky as well to re-clear on that. Shift walking out with the operator. After the flash is there, there's intention from Vitality shown to force him off that angle. I mean, you can understand if soulcas has a flash set up from...
Sure, a little counter to it.
Yeah, anywhere close to it, but there just isn't. BONECOLD gets a freebie.
And now we look at what the options are for Liquid. They've had one of their main proponents in this round taken away. Sayf with that operator gone, leaves them vulnerable. But down to about 40 seconds here, Vitality is starting to congregate. They're starting to try and consider where to go. And it's a little bit of a setup towards shore. That's not bad. That's actually fantastic. Redgar with 2. Takes away Twisten and BONECOLD. Over-delivering here. They might get away with a little bit more here. soulcas blinded, though. Very heads-up work from MOLSI to re-clear. Redgar now gone. It's on NagZ to try and hold this from the back of the site. Spots out one, gets the one on the other side. MOLSI's gone here. He can only do so much. Jamppi from across the map still going to catch ceNder and bring it down to a 1v1. Destrian up against Jamppi. Beautiful 1v1 here. And Jamppi closing in. Here's the bullets and Destrian lands the shot.
This could be a heartbreak here for Liquid because they're going to have a broken purchase in the last regardless.
They need this round. They need it, and they need it now. Jamppi, that wasn't a good enough flash to set him into motion. I think Twisten maybe either turned or didn't get fully blinded by it anyway, and they had players there. Vitality starting off with the upper hand again. Last time it was Sayf, this time it's Jamppi.
Sayf will tuck in here. Does still have soulcas nearby. Does have the null command as well, so... Problem being, with it being a contact play from Vitality, it might even come too late in the day. Unless I can find some information here off the knife. Not sure what that tagged.
Oh, 2.
The big information as well, it's both initiators for Vitality.
They're just pausing for now. The smoke's finally going to come in. High flash gets sent. Sayf is blind. Did he get noted on the way through there, or does he try and stay unannounced? soulcas over delivering.
Oh my God!
soulcas! Huge 3 kills. Couldn't do any more, but he's done enough, surely.
Is this a lifeline for Liquid now? Destrian once again left in the clutch. NagZ holding the crosshair, we'll get the information. Actually, crucially, finds another tag as well. Destrian out of 45 now. NagZ will seal the deal.
soulcas saved him that round
Yeah.
to 10. Vitality held off from getting to that prize 12 for just maybe a moment longer. They've still been able to fashion a purchase here, though, for Liquid. soulcas has ult too. A little bit of a switch of the setup here, but they are ahead of this. This looks like Vitality going into that kind of like lean, heavy lean towards A. This is a lot of pressure on NagZ. He's above it all, though. Stays unscathed, sees the first, gets one. The trade not there either. soulcas keeps him safe. This is perfect. What a nice little setup they've got here. Liquid absolutely just lounging through this round. It's perfection coming out from Team Liquid.
Is this another one?
Closer now. We were talking about all that money that Vitality had built up. Suddenly, not sitting so pretty. Swings and roundabouts in this game. Redgar went away from ult, not exactly the most impactful. Everyone else held off some way away. This is going to be one of those rounds that we remember. Sayf going walkabouts here, but he's been set into motion a little bit, but he will be noted. And look at the space they've lost in the meantime.
This door is closed preemptively, though. You have to pop through this, potentially with a flash, and Twisten to follow through.
But who's going to address main? I'm still waiting to see who's the one to kind of crunch towards Sayf, potentially, if they can get a nice little kind of like...
I mean, Eurus want to see soulcas drift in there as well. Double stack towards main here to deal with ceNder on this lurk. Trying to plant the seeds here, but again, NagZ's utility is here, so they'll have a good idea that nothing comes through on the back of this.
Yeah, NagZ isn't feeling that pressure. He's really not. Now you're going to hear that door breaking. Now you know what's coming your way. This is all down towards soulcas and Sayf. Do they get that nice little unity between each other? Those crossfires in place. Sayf tucked in the corner. Good for one. Spots a second. Oh, the adjustment. BONECOLD deleted. Sayf. He's having a round. Absolute stunning work from Sayf. Unthinkable. Vitality going to pick themselves up off the floor after that one.
Salah just looked emotionless there.
Yeah, devastated. Sayf now patrolling, prowling middle. Coming alive exactly when Liquid needed him. Going to get the hell out of danger, but fancies a bit more. Fancies it going in, and rightly so. Sayf unrelenting now. Truly coming into his own. Does he disregard it? No, he has to respect this. Finally falls away. Gives up a little bit of middle, but the rest of the map still under Liquid control.
soulcas and Jamppi here tasked with holding on to B site. Sayf still causing problems for Destrian as well.
Our spike carrier is dead.
Jamppi will find BONECOLD. Redgar in a position here to find Destrian. And just like that, ceNder in a 1v5 now.
ceNder, you've got